What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. RB back with another comparison video. Today we're going to be comparing the Mafex Crusader Knightfall Batman versus the Mcfarlane versus the DC Essential. Worthy comparison? Let's roll that intro and find out. Alrighty then, like always with these quick comparison videos, I want to start off by saying that this is just my opinion. It's my personal take. I would love to hear from you guys, even if you disagree, whether you're subscribed, whether you're not, doesn't matter. It's just a good way to get engagement within the community in a good way, not necessarily in a bad way. So we can agree to disagree and not be disrespectful towards one another. But I do want to hear from you guys because it's a good way to, like I said, to meet other people and get other people's takes. That's why I do these comparison videos. And you're probably saying, well, why compare an import with a domestic? Because there's been quite a few times where I can justify making the argument for the domestic. Is that the case here? Well, let's stop the 360 base and get a closer look at these three bad boys. Back in a minute. Alright, starting off with the DC Essential. This is not my favorite of the three. I can tell you that right now. Spoiler alert. It's a good figure. But anybody who's gotten the DC Essential figures knows right there's the problem. The ankle joints. Weak ankle joints, ball pegs, whatever you want to call it. Very weak. This guy wants to fall over. As we're speaking right now, as I'm recording, I've had to adjust him like 3 times. The aesthetics is good. Very cool head sculpt there. Chest symbol is clean. Muscle definition on him is really good. It's a good figure. But anybody who has these DC Essentials knows that these figures suffer from very weak ankle joints. The figures themselves look solid, but the ankle joints are very weak. Let's look at the Mcfarlane next. Looking at the Mcfarlane, this is undoubtedly, in my opinion, one of his best, if not his best Batman figure to date. He's had some good ones. He's also had some really freaking bad ones, especially last year and a half to 2 years. But this right here proves that when he wants to, he can make a really good figure at an affordable price point. This might be the favorite. Maybe not. Traditional Knightfall looking Batman, it probably is the favorite of the three. Chest symbol really nice and clean. Okay. Aesthetically, I think it's better than the Essential. You know what I mean? I love the cape. I would like to have seen a wired cape on this. I know the 2-pack has a wired cape on it. That comes with the Knightfall Bane. That's pretty cool. But I'm not picking that up. Because I got this guy right here. That's pretty badass, man. That shows right there that Mcfarlane can do it when he wants to. Badass figure. Probably his best made to date. Moving on. Looking at the Mafex one. Quick thing right out of the gate. It looks like there's some kind of sculpt there around the symbol on the chest that was not painted in. As you can see on the other ones, there was a black around there. Right there. There's the black around the symbol. Black around the symbol. No black. It looks like there's something sculpted there that should have had it. Maybe Mafex forgot to paint it in. But initially, I was going to pass on this figure. And this look right here, with those spikes on the shoulders, the exaggerated ears on the cowl, with the really pissed off head sculpt, a lot of people get hating on this look. This is what brought me around to picking up this figure. Looks demonic. Possessed. I dig it as a horror fan as well. Big Batman fan, but a huge horror fan as well. This looks possessed and demonic. I love it. So for what most people consider, the at least part of the look of the figure, they don't like the way this figure looks like this, is why I picked it up. That's why we're all different in terms of opinions there. The cape is done very nice. It's not overly done like the Hush Batman. There's just the right amount of cape here, not too much, which is why it's much easier to pulls the cape. The wire is more effective like that. All really good figures. That just looks possessed and demonic. Oh man, I love that. Woo! Badass. Wrapping up this comparison video, again, keep in mind, this is just my personal take, but I want to hear from you guys, even if you disagree with my order. Even though it's not that traditional looking Knightfall Batman, it's going to go to Mafex just simply because of all the interchangeability that you get. The wired cape is absolutely fantastic. I love the demonic look of this figure. But I'm going to tell you right now, the Mcfarlane's a very close second. Like I said throughout this video as I was giving you guys a closer look at all of them, the Mcfarlane, this is probably Mcfarlane's best figure, Batman figure he's made in his multiverse line, is this guy right here. So the Mcfarlane one's right behind it at a much more affordable price point. But the Mafex does offer and should offer at its respected price point more interchangeability, more options, and it does just that. For me, the regular head sculpt that comes on him just doesn't cut it for me. It looks more like Hush Batman than it does Knightfall Batman. That's just my personal take. But this look right here, which so many people do not like, is what sold me on picking him up. It does suck that they didn't paint the black around the symbol like the Mcfarlane and the DC Essential one has. So I'm not quite sure what happened there with Mafex, but I do love how demonic he looks with that spike and that exaggerated cowl with the long ears. But I want to hear from you. Is it the Mcfarlane? Is it the DC Essentials? Or is it the Mafex? Let me know which order you put these three in. Look forward to hearing from you guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe if you haven't done so already, guys. Until the next one, stay safe and be good. Peace.